Hello, I'm Ken Davis with the Rain Ranchers. I'm going to show you a couple of common problems you may have with your rainwater tank in your garden. One of the first things we want to look at, or one of the main problems we normally have, is what we have on this particular tank here today. These valves here will freeze and crack sometimes, and you may have a leak at the valve. That is our most common problem. So we have two different kinds of valves here. We have this is the situation I was faced with today. There should be a valve right here. It's gone. So it has snapped off or broken, or for whatever reason it's gone. So this is what I was looking at today. When we come up to this situation, what I want you to do is we're going to take the whole thing off. The tank is probably already empty if it has a leak. If it's got water in it, when you do that, water's going to come out. Just let it drain on out and get out of the way. You will have, when you show up for repair, you will have this whole assembly here. So once we've unscrewed what is broken, we're going to take our assembly, and I've incorporated a new brass valve which will enable it to open and close more easily, which will help the stress or prevent any breaking that may occur due to that. But you'll just have this whole assembly. So unscrew the old one like I've done, and take the new assembly and simply screw it in. Oh, I'm sorry. Before you do that, the assembly's already all together. What we will have to do, we need to put some tape on this right here where it screws into the tank so it doesn't leak.
What kind of tape?
We use Teflon tape. It's a plumber's tape. It's very common. I'll make sure you have some. But we wrap it. It has to be wrapped in the opposite direction. If I'm screwing this on this way, the tape needs to be wrapped the other way.
So we screw righty-tighty, so put the tape lefty-loosey.
Correct. And the way I do it is I hold it this in this hand and take it and wrap it from this side here.
Okay.
When I come around this way with it, when I start screwing it back in, the tape won't come off, won't come undone. I'm doing it this direction, so when I screw it on, when I break that, just push it off. So now it's come this way. The tape is coming around this way. And that's the way I'm going to be screwing in this way.
And the rest of the assembly will already be put together for them, correct?
You just have to put the tape right here.
Okay.
So again, we're going to hold it in our right hand. We're going to put the tape in front. And we're going to go around the back this way. Okay? I have to hold it a little bit to keep from slipping. But just come around that way. That's the easiest way to do it. That way you know it's round right. You'll know when you go to screw it in, if the tape comes off, just take it off and go the other way.
Okay.
But if you do it in your right hand and come around this way, it'll be correct.
Got it.
So once I have that tape on, then I'm just simply going to put it in here. Make sure it goes in, don't cross thread it, which is very simple. And then once it gets going, just hand tighten it. There's no reason to put pliers or anything on that because we don't want to over tighten. We have enough tape on it to where it'll just screw in. Once you get it hand tight, you want to make sure it stops with the handle up front.
Okay.
That's all that you'll have to do. Now, again, when the handle is across the pipe, it's turned off. When it's in line, it's open, of course. So this brass valve is a little bit better, a little bit different than these PVC valves. These are a little harder to turn, so using these will make it also easier to prevent any stress that may be happening here at this joint. So
okay,
that'll fix that repair. That's the most common. Secondly, we want to ensure water flow to the tanks. Here we have a big tree, so we're getting a lot of leaf debris coming off. The best time to check that leaf debris is spring bud, after the trees have budded and shed their thing, or after fall drop. So spring bud, fall drop, you want to check for debris. And I'd like for the camera to come up here. You can see what's happened here, also what we're faced with, what I see. If you can see all this leaf litter in this basket, see how it's gotten all in here. We need that out of the way. We don't want to impede our water flow. So as I take this litter out, I also want you to come back up here because it's even worse. What's happened? Come back up here.
Oh.
This pipe here, if you lift that up, you see all the black that's in here?
Ew.
Okay, so we're not getting a lot of water flow even in here, so we want to make sure we get that out too. Okay, you see this is actually excellent compost. This is ready to go. So we want to put that in our compost pile, but it's important that all this get out of the way. Put it in our compost pile. That way it lets our water come on through and get to this and not blocking anything. You can see I've got a lot of litter. And let me show you what's under here. Once we take this off, there is a metal screen here that keeps all the mosquitoes out. That's what's in here. So just keep that clean of debris. So that's common also. So that's that. The other thing is the overflow. If you have a problem with this right here from the transition into this pipe, if it has come loose or if there's any problems with that, contact Real School Gardens. We will fix that at no charge. So sometimes some of the schools are having problems. We have got a better design now with what we're doing. If that's where you have a problem, we'll change that. No, too much with that. The other one is the overflow. This particular set, this is the overflow right here. This line here. Because normally that gutter was going right into this pipe. This is our overflow line. Some of the lines we have coming into on the ground, but I don't glue these joints sometimes on purpose in case we need some flexibility. So if this has come loose or anything, all we simply have to do is just put it back in. I believe this one's loose. No, this one's loose here. Let's see. If they've come loose, you just simply have to put them back in. They should only come loose if I've got the pipe, if it's been kicked or something like that. That's very rare if that happens, but all you have to do is just insert that back into the problem. If you can't do it, also contact Rural School Gardens. The main problem is usually always the thickness with a freeze damage. So, going through that, we'll just take the whole assembly out and replace it. That is really only our problems is mainly right there. So again, if you have something you can't do, just contact Rural School Gardens.